Hey, how's it going? I just want to get my prediction out on Josh Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez. Um, First off, I want to start this by saying I don't like either of these guys. Just don't like them. Don't like Taylor because he's, after the Jack Catterall fight, which he lost, didn't give Jack his rematch, was arrogant in saying that he clearly won the fight, which he didn't. You didn't clearly win the fight. In fact, you lost the fight. Just a scumbag of a person. And then Teofimo, I didn't really mind Teofimo, but he made a ridiculous comment in the face-off with Josh Taylor, saying that some people call me the greatest. Nobody on earth calls you the greatest. I don't know where that comes from. It's just completely delusional. I mean, what's Teofimo? He wouldn't even rank in the top 10 of today. The top 10 pound for pound active fighters. He's not even in that. He might rank somewhere around 20th. Out of all the active fighters today, he might come in number 20 pound for pound in the sport today. But in terms of all time, he's nowhere near. He'd be lucky to rank in the top 1,000 boxers of all time. There's been so many great boxers, and boxing's been around for over 100 years. You don't come close. You don't even come close to being the greatest. Just very, very delusional is Teofimo. Cringy sort of guy. I don't get it. I don't get how you could be so deluded to think that people call you the greatest. Some people call you the greatest. There's nobody calling you the greatest. The fight itself, I mean, it's sort of a strange one. You got, the more lanky, skinny, longer reach boxer and Josh Taylor, and then you got the shorter, stocky, strong power puncher in Teofimo. So sort of like opposite styles, opposite body shapes as well. It will be interesting to see how they gel in the ring. I think for me, this fight, I think, is going to come down to how delusional and how how lost Teofimo is. His last fight against Sandor Martin, I mean, clearly he has terrible advisors or people organizing him, to say, hey, let's go in there against Sandor Martin. After the Kambosos fight, you want to fight not pushovers, but you want to fight guys that aren't going to move around and be awkward and make you look bad, which Sandor Martin is exactly that. Sandor Martin beat Mikey Garcia. He's a good boxer, but he moves around a lot, and he's very hard to pin down. So, I mean, it was a terrible decision to go in there with Sandor Martin. If you're looking for a fight to rebuild your confidence and look good and all that, Sandor Martin's the worst guy you could do it with. It just shows you the type of people that are advising this guy, Teofimo. which could be his father, I don't know. But, speaking of his father's not a trainer. That's for sure. He gave him terrible advice in the Kambosos fight. They had no game plan in that fight. Seemingly not much of a game plan against Sandor Martin. And I think that, again, they're going to have no game plan against Josh Taylor. I mean, Teofimo's a very, very athletic guy. He's very, very athletic. Strong, fast, good reactions. He's got good skills, good punching ability. Like I say, very athletic. So that has helped him to get where he is. But, at the highest level, you need a game plan. You need your trainer to say, hey, use the jab here. Use the jab to the body. Set up your power punches. Teofimo doesn't do that. He doesn't set up anything. He sort of just goes in there looking to land his power. But yeah, so I think that'll be the downfall in this fight. I think that is where Josh Taylor wins the fight, and that's my prediction. I think Josh Taylor's going to be too busy. He's going to walk Teofimo down. Teofimo does have a chance of, landing a counter shot. He is a good counter puncher, and he hits hard, so he could catch Taylor, but that's not the way I see it. I just see Teofimo being disorganized, no game plan. He'll try to land big punches on Taylor, and when that fails, I just see him being picked apart and not being able to adjust. So that's how I see the fight playing out. I think Taylor does it. Taylor wins it by a wide unanimous decision.